Susan Polgar, born in 1969. Born in Budapest, Hungary, Susan Polgar immigrated to the United States in 1994. The top-ranked woman in the world at 15, in 1991, she became the first to earn the grandmaster title by norms and rating. Polgar won the Women's World Rapid and Blitz Championships in 1992. Her victory in the 1996 Women's World Championship also made her the first Triple Crown winner. Polgar has won 12 Olympiad medals, 5 gold, 4 silver, 3 bronze, and she led the U.S. to second place in the Women's Olympiad in 2004. She was undefeated in 56 games played on board 1. Polgar has also coached successfully, highly successfully, men's college Division I teams at both Texas Tech University, 2011 and 2012, I think there are more years than that, and Webster University, 2012 to 2018, to a record 7 consecutive national championships. By the authority that is vested in me, I hereby induct Susan Polgar into the U.S. Chess Hall of Fame. And Yasser Sirawan has some remarks, and then I will present Susan with a plaque.
Very nice. This is fun. It is my great honor to introduce to you all our next inductee to the United States Chess Hall of Fame. Etta James famously sang, "This is a man's world. This is a man's world." To which James Brown echoed, "But it wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl." Clara and Laszlo Polgar delivered to the world not one daughter, but 3. They would form a triumvirate phenomenon that would upend the chess world and simply be called the Polgar sisters. Susan was the oldest of the 3 girls, and to her fell the harsh, even cruel duty of being a trailblazer. Trailblazers are the folks who take arrows in the back as well as the chest. The world of chess in the 1970s was truly a man's world in every sense. Susan would have to blaze a trail not only for herself, but also for her siblings as well, smoothing their path. In fact, for every lady playing chess today. Many tried to stop her. They tried and they failed. Susan's induction today is testimony to that fact. It is often said that great artists, as well as sports persons, have a way of bringing out the best and worst in others, and so it has been for Susan. In fact, it started early, very early in her career. Having qualified for the Men's World Championship cycle, the Hungarian chess authorities thought not, "How do we help our Zsuzsa compete?" Rather, their effort started and ended with, "How do we exclude this upstart?" It was convenient that Susan was not a man. Exclusion, the first time around, was easy. Why are the World Championships, the World Cup, the Olympiads, the U.S. Championships, all called open championships? Asked Susan. After her initial exclusion from the men's championship, the word men's was dropped from the official World Championship cycle competition. Kind of cool once you stop and really think about it, changing the world and all. Breaking into the male world of chess was not easy for Susan. Resistance was fierce for her sisters as well. Being a professional lady chess player is one of the most difficult professions in the world. The rewards are not great, rather meager, in fact. But Susan was absolutely determined, and thanks to her efforts, the rewards today have improved. Susan earned the title of grandmaster, as in male grandmaster. Better drop the word male here too. Susan's grandmothers were survivors of Auschwitz. Her grandfathers were sent to different camps where they too quite remarkably survived. Many members of her family, hundreds in fact, did not survive the Holocaust. It was from her family that Susan gets her fierce determination. She is a fighter, a warrior, a mother, a wife, a writer, a trainer, a great lady, a dear friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you one of the most successful female chess players to ever grace our game, Grandmaster Susan Polgar.
I'll take it, yes. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you, Yasser. Thank you, Harold. Very, very touching, very emotional, I have to say. I didn't expect it to be like this. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank two very special people, and they are Rex and Ginny Singfield. Thank you for this wonderful reception. Thank you for everything that you have done to transform American chess over the past decade. It's truly, truly amazing. Please join me to this. I'd like to thank Joy, Tony, Shannon, Emily, Brian, and many others who worked so hard to make this evening special for all of us. I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame Committee and the U.S. Chess Trust. And that I have so many people to thank, but a few definitely I'll mention by name. Of course, my parents. They sacrificed so much. I owe them everything. My father had an amazing vision, and my mother is like an angel. She was always there for me whenever I needed her for whatever. My sisters, I love them so dearly. We had so many wonderful memories together, and I only wish I see them more often than I do. I'd like to thank all my coaches and training partners who helped me over the years, all the organizers and sponsors who gave me opportunities, the fans, the media, all my friends here in St. Louis and all around the world. Thank you for your support and love and understanding over the years. I'd like to thank all my current and past students. Without you, without all your hard work and sacrifices, we wouldn't have had all this success. Please stand, all our students. Thank you. I'd like to thank my kids, or should I say young men. Now they are both students at Webster University. I'm so proud of both of you, Tom and Liam. In 2001, I reconnected with an old friend, Paul, who later became my husband, and he was the one who convinced me to say yes when Frank Nero, the then executive director of the USCF, asked me to come out of retirement and play for Team USA, which resulted in the first ever medals for the US Women's Olympiad team. Tonight, my former teammates are all here. Irina, Anna, and Jennifer, thank you so much for fighting along with me. We did it together. Thank you. And congratulations for everything all of you achieved since. In 2007, I created Spice, which started in Texas, but has truly blossomed over the last 7 years here in St. Louis at Webster University. I'm sincerely thankful for all the support we received from President Brett Strobel and Provost Julian Schuster. They are both here tonight. Thank you. Please stand. I have been very fortunate in my life, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity to meet a lot of chess legends and for them sharing their wisdom with me, from Garry Kasparov to Botvinnik, Smyslov, Tal, Viktor Korchnoi, Boris Spassky, just to mention a few, Anatoly Karpov, of course, with whom I played 2 Battle of the Gender matches. And of course, my dear friend, the late Bobby Fischer. I was the one who convinced Bobby to move to Hungary after his second match with Boris Spassky in Yugoslavia. And we had a lot of fun times with Bobby. We became good friends. I took him to a lot of spas in Budapest. We went to a lot of different dinners, showed him around my beautiful homeland. And also, at the time, he was very excited about his new idea, the Fischer random chess. And we had a lot of discussions about it, played countless games. And I'm proud to say that I have helped him co-create the current rules, the way Chess 960 is being played. And I'm a huge supporter of Chess 960 or Fischer Random. I think it has a great future. I'm standing here very humbled in front of you all, and I'm truly honored for this award. I remember after I retired from competitive chess over a decade ago, some people told me it would be easier for me to get to Mars, perhaps, than to get into the Hall of Fame. Well, after tonight, perhaps Mars is just a piece of cake, right? Well, all kidding aside, thank you so much. I'd like to share some of the ups and downs and obstacles throughout my career and my true motivations to overcome and to succeed. As you already know, if not from anything else, I was born and raised in Budapest, and you must have figured that from, if nothing else, from my accent. But also, Yasser mentioned that I'm a third-generation Holocaust survivor. Unfortunately, about 6 million Jews who died in the Holocaust weren't as lucky as my grandparents, including over 300 members of my own extended family. Growing up, I heard many of these painful and horrific memories of surviving family members. That family history has impacted me for my entire life. I accidentally discovered chess when I was just 4 years old. And I was very fortunate, both my parents being educators. My father loved chess, and he had all the patience in the world to teach a little curious 4-year-old girl. Shortly after, he entered me in the Budapest Girls Under-11 Championship, where I was just still 4 years old. All my opponents were nearly 3 times my age. I had to sit on like phone books and pillows just to reach across the board. But yet, somehow I managed to win this competition with a perfect 10-0 score. And bam, my career began. Soon as I started to go to chess clubs and chess tournaments and the park in Budapest, I realized that there are very few girls, very few women who play chess. And in fact, there wasn't yet a woman who would be a grandmaster. I was being told that girls just aren't smart enough. It's impossible for a girl to become a grandmaster. And by the way, women cannot keep quiet long enough for a duration of chess game anyway. All this negativity was just fueling my desire to work harder, to keep learning and improving. And I made it my mission over the years to break through the artificial glass ceiling. But getting to the top was not easy, as Yasser already mentioned. After some early successes, I wanted to play against stronger and stronger competition, which in those days meant playing mostly against men. As it turned out, this was a big political mistake. They said the idea of a girl competing against men is unnatural and it's crazy. And then I got punished. I had to face 3 terrible, painful things. The first was the Hungarian authorities took away my passport, so I could not travel to compete, even though at age 15, I was already the #1 ranked woman player in the world. But I keep working hard. I wanted to prove myself. As Yasser already mentioned, I was the first woman to qualify to the men's world championship cycle. It was one of my happiest days up to that point. Happiness was short-lived, as I was not allowed to play because of my gender. And then came the third whammy. The World Chess Federation artificially stripped my world #1 ranking by giving 100 extra rating points to almost all women players in the world but me. So after facing so many disappointing, unfair situations, of course, the thought of quitting, just walking away, crossed my mind. But then, I quickly erased those thoughts. I was thinking of the over 300 members of my family who never had a chance to fight. And I made it my attitude that failure is not an option, as difficult as it be. I developed 3 reasons to work hard and to succeed. 1, to honor my family members who perished in the Holocaust. The second, I figured my success is the only way I can try to repay all the sacrifices that my parents did for me. And thirdly, I wanted to crush the glass ceiling so other women after me don't have to face what I did. I'd like to mention some of my favorite moments throughout my career. Winning gold medals at the 1988 and 1990 Chess Olympiads, along with my sisters, very special moments. Winning all 6 prestigious chess crowns, the women's world Blitz, rapid, and classical championships, winning individual and team gold medals in the Olympiad, and being #1 rated player in the world. But my proudest moment came in January of 1991, when I became the first woman to earn the grandmaster title according to all the regular FIDE requirements. That was the moment when I felt they lost, I won. In summary, what I learned in life is, it's not important how many times you fall down. What matters is how many times you stand up and you checkmate again. I don't like to dwell in the past. I'm looking forward to a positive reboot and a very bright future for American chess, thanks to such generous benefactors and Rex and Ginny Singfield. I'm also looking forward to continue sharing my experience and knowledge and help any way I can. Win with grace, lose with dignity. Thank you.